Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside Baylor. Back to Brooks. Vonleh setting the pick for Brooks. Pass to Vonleh. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Vonleh's got his first points in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Now, Freak, after Aaron Brooks' three-pointer didn't go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Now, here's Exum. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Trailblazers trail by 4. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what the key difference is between these teams, and he said there really isn't much of a difference. Watching them on tape is like looking in the mirror, and he admitted they had a very tough time preparing for such a similar opponent. Guys?
Great job, Doris. Thanks. Guys, what do you think about that report?
You can tell the coach understands just really how evenly matched these two squads are.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball
I mean, their strengths and weaknesses is very similar. Talent level equal.
Throw down inside.
Looks like a fascinating matchup on paper.
And here is Baylor following the three-pointer by Freak. Henderson dishes to Baylor. .129 left to play in the first. He tries for 3. Utah with the rebound. Freak's got his third rebound on the night. Down low, Exum passes to Freak. Booker with it, and Kaman picks him up defensively. And Gallinari kicks to Freak. There's the triple, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Freak. He's already got 9 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
And interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
And he makes all 3.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Henderson dishes to Brooks. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
They get the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And that one's good by Henderson.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Well, really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
Now here's Baylor. He has 6. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
For Utah, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now here's Brooks. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Jazz. They lead by 9. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah. Or handball. Or handball. Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Davis. And it's Plumlee in at center. And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. Almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman has checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Ed Davis. Baylor, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Brooks subbed in for Lamb. And Brooks, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he's got his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first.
Aaron Brooks. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Freak number 1, 4th, Damian Lillard.
Each of these guys has been a big help to their team.
Come on now, let's go.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity. Whoa!
Can't stop me.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I
tricks
tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
There's the pick. There's the dish to Vonleh. Puts it up from 17, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 6th assist on the night. Jazz leading by 4. And Freak throws it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Here's Brooks, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Passes it to Blatch. Exum with a wide open look. It's good from long range. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Came in a screen. Dishes to Baylor. Trying his luck deep. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots. Jazz leading by 9. Freak kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Utah. Freak with it. 18 points for him. There's the feed to Booker. And stolen by Vonleh. He's got a clear path. And there's Baylor. That's good on the assist by Brooks. Baylor's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Trailblazers timeout.
Now a chance, Kevin, to take a look at how the Jazz fared over the last month. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Here's Brooks. Lillard, the pass to Brooks. To the inside. Here's Kaman. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Deep two from Brooks. The putback and the dunk by Vonleh.
That is a booming putback. Step aside, fellas.
They wanted nothing to do with him there.
At least not with the ball in his hands and the rim in his sight.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers was just phenomenal. He had 61 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. That's good. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Freak dishes to Booker. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 7. He dishes it to Brooks. That's a 2 from Lillard. Lillard again missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The Jazz have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Booker, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game. Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
The clock runs out, and we're
The only accurate way to describe your interior defense was dominant. Were you looking to set a tone with all of those block shots?
I mean, we're always looking to come out and set a tone like that. Our goal every game is to make the other side fearful of coming at us on offense. And I'm pretty sure we accomplished that in the first half tonight.
You made them work for everything. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris.